Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Alrighty, you can tell I haven't been doing this for a week. Okay, let me get all this stuff straight here. Where'd my cursor go? Alright, here I is. Howdy, howdy. Alright, I guess we'll have somebody pop in on the panel here pretty soon. CZ400, how you doing? He's over here in chat. Maybe we'll get a few more popping in tonight. It's been kind of a crazy time for me. Alright, like Bill says, I guess I better do some homework here. Alrighty. Dang, this is the last show of the month. Alright, I think we got, March the 4th. We got Who's Big Bill talking to. That's Mark with M&M Railroad, I believe it is. And March the 10th, we've got the Bill Show with Andy and his crew. Alright, we got a few popping in here. We got Brad, Fred, Butch, Ari, how y'all doing? Hey, Chris, how you? Okay. He ain't talking tonight. He's going to do all hand signs. Okay. So how y'all doing out there tonight in chat? So maybe we'll get a few more coming in here pretty soon.
No, I was trying to get all the microphones straight so it wouldn't revert back. I was trying to get the sound straight.
Yeah. Well, guess what? You got an echo.
Do we? Okay, let me fix that.
Mr. Chris. And you run, why you run naked for? How you doing? Michael, he just jumped in. Looks like the guys up there around Michigan and the north end of the United States are going to be getting a little snow this weekend. Going to get a little cold up there. Of course, it's getting cold down here too. At least we're not raining for a few days. So what y'all think about Bill's show? What he's done to his layout? I kind of been out of the loop for a little over a week, so I'm not exactly sure what all's been going on.
It's been my week on call.
Yeah.
Did the echo went away?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep. Yeah, Freddie was saying that Bill's show was good. Well, Chris, Bill's show, Big Bill's show ended week before last. Yeah, Freddie said he enjoyed William A's show. All right, David just popped in. What's happening, Dave? Yeah, Fred said he enjoyed William A's show, but I mean both Fred E and William A for having 4x8 layouts. They definitely got some nice layouts. Show what you can really do with a 4x8. Yeah, you working, Andy? He just popped in. Well, Chris, Bill's last guest was last night, and that was William A. And if you want to look him up on YouTube, it's William A, but the William is spelled with a lowercase w, but the A is capitalized. Otherwise, you won't find him. Well, that's good to see 400. He said he liked it as well, gave him some ideas for his layout. But I was talking about Bill Short series. They just finished up 4 shows. You know, bigger is not necessarily better. Yeah, Fred, he is a bit hard to find. I finally found him last night. Was able to get a link in the description on the show. They go straight to his channel, so you can go back to last night's show, go to the description, and there's a link there. Just click it, and it'll take you straight to it. I finally figured out how to get those in there, and they actually stay. You can see how social media savvy I am. Hey, Adrian.
So does Rust-Oleum own Model Master, or they just do some of the paints? People,
I think they own it.
people of the internet. Because I just opened up one of these pens, these Model Master enamel pens, and it's Rust-Oleum.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hey,
Didn't
Lord.
realize it.
Hey, Johnny. My sympathies, Johnny.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I guess what we'll do is I want to thank everybody for your condolences and well wishes. For those that might not have heard, my mother passed away last Saturday, so we had the funeral Monday and the interment today. So, yeah, I'm doing good. Adrian's asking. Said a little like I was doing good. Yeah, yeah. Believe I'm doing good. I haven't gotten a memo otherwise. I know Andy's happy with me because I actually remembered to hit F11 before I started the show. So, well, you're not seeing part of my desktop screen. Put this thing in full screen. Yeah. All right, Chris said, yeah, he's very sorry for the loss. Thank you. Let me know if you need anything. Oh, that was dangerous. Well, blank check or either a credit card. Either one's fine with me. Thank you, Butch. So what you got there, Lord?
Oh, I decided to take a break from my layout, so I'm doing what do you call those?
Transformers.
Yeah, I remembered I had bought a kit. This is the kit,
Yeah. All right.
but I found out it's a pain in the butt to put the wires in. See, they're I don't know if you can see them.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're copper wires. They're so thin and doesn't glue properly. So I kind of put that aside for now.
Well, it'd be fun if it wasn't aggravating, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, good day, Marty. From down in
Good day,
Australia.
Marty. What's for lunch today, Marty?
Why are you asking, Lloyd, is that a showcase miniatures utility transformer kit?
Yeah, it is. I just checked.
Okay.
And then I bought, I remember having bought kits from Shapeways for the Transformers and insulation coils, and it's kind of small.
Yeah. Yeah, those squares on that cutting mat seems to be kind of driving your camera a little crazy.
That's probably also my hand.
No, it's the squares. The camera can't decide where to focus. And it's kind of popping them around. Giving blurred blotches around on your camera.
Yeah, so I got a few poles to make.
Yeah. Sounds like those are metal.
No, those are wood.
Oh, are they?
Yep.
Just
They're
when you
dowel,
tapped them, they kind of had a metal sound.
empty dowel.
Yeah.
Marty, it's not Friday yet. It's only Thursday.
It's Friday somewhere.
4 o'clock. Margarita time.
It's
Hey, Possum Bayou just popped in. How you doing? Oh, Marty said Friday fish and chips, Chris.
yes, indeedy. We have a place here on Tuesday nights to have all you can eat fish and chips. I'll go there sometimes and make myself sick.
I wish we had a good fish house around here.
It's this place is called a Londoner, and it's owned by a guy who actually came over from London, and so he does fish and chips. Pretty
Yeah.
good.
Well, they do eat a lot of that over in London
Yes, they do.
or England.
Yes. Which is like totally different because usually in Louisiana you find like catfish houses out the wazoo, but he does cod, and he does it well.
Ah. Hey, Mr. Gino. How you doing today?
Oh, I bought a big bottle.
Dwight says, sitting on a plane headed home, no train room for 10 days, BTW. And thank you, Dwight. Appreciate that. Possum said he had beer batter cod tonight.
Oh, that's good stuff. I know I have a small jar somewhere.
Lloyd,
Yep.
how far have you got your trains running now in your layout?
As far as I can throw it up? No.
Do what? I was getting a bunch of noise from Chris.
Chris should mute. I can run them all around.
Oh, okay.
It's just that I'd like to get the wiring finished. Because I do a few tests here and there, make sure everything is running.
Yeah. All right. I just and asked you about that in a while.
Did
Yeah.
you see I almost finished my town?
Oh, have you? Okay.
Yeah. If I can find the pictures.
Yeah, Gino, we're kind of drying out, but unfortunately, we got rain coming back. I think on Tuesday for a few days, about another 3 days or so.
Here, Johnny, I'll share you the pictures.
All
The
right.
last one we did.
Okay. Yeah. I see you. Yeah, I like that.
The guy sitting down in front of LCBO, which is basically a liquor commission. Too much to drink.
Yeah. Good old VW bus. Flip back one, please.
Yep.
Okay. Now I was looking where the train goes in to the building there, headed off to your workbench. You really can't see all the way through. Yeah.
You can see my. That's my camera right inside.
Oh.
That's
That's
my.
looking. Yeah, that's looking good there with the lights.
Mm.
You got everything lit up on the ground floor, right?
Yep. There's a few places at the top floor also,
Yeah.
but most of the top floors has curtains in the windows, so basically you don't see it.
Yeah.
I've got like a manhole and those like on the sides here,
Yeah, drains.
drains. Yeah. So what's left to do is at the back, behind the black car, I still have 3 buildings to put there. The buildings are built.
Okay.
There's a hotel, which I've got to finish the bottom floor. Then there's an apartment building.
A lot of those look like DPM kits.
Yeah, for example, I've got, oops. got this building. Well,
Yeah.
it's three separate, but I put them together.
Uh-huh.
So that's going to be an apartment building. I've got this building, which I'm working on now. And of course the hotel, which is this one here.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the wiring is done. I just have to, like I said, finish the bottom floor because of the hotel.
But was that a DPM?
Yeah, they're all DPMs.
Oh, okay.
I think I have a total of about 18 or 20 DPM buildings. I can't wait to finish it, but to have that done and be done with the buildings.
Yeah. Yeah, William May just got in. How you doing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the 3 townhouse kits.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what Rob was just saying.
And yeah, the most of the buildings, I mean, besides building them straight up from what the kit looks like, I also do a bit of kit bashing.
Yeah, your kit bashing and scratch building's good. Yes, Chris working on boxcar or something. Yeah, gondola. Oh, an F unit. Okay. I think you got your headset muted.
Yeah, I got my headset muted.
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't know if you was trying to talk or not.
No, I was saying, were you talking to me? I was
Yeah.
working on a box car. Now I was working on playing with, I don't know, model master.
Yeah.
I don't know if that comes through. I got things all pointed crazy directions. I think
Well,
it's kind of
come on
a
back when you
light.
stay longer, Big Bill. David Knight said, I can't have a building taller than 2 stories. I don't have a fire truck with a ladder long enough.
That's funny.
Yeah, Rob saying what is odd is the number of scale structures kits that are made by Walters, too. The exact same kit. Yeah, Adrian's saying that Bill's wife must have pulled the power cord. Fred, he said that he had to remove all the buildings to cover his layout with plastic because He's having the garage floor painted with epoxy. I figured I have a few more by now popping in here on the panel. I know Andy said he was on his way home, so
I'm surprised work hasn't called me yet. I'm on call this week, so
uh, don't jinx yourself.
yeah.
I'm sure you don't mind those runs like you had here not long ago. Just one piece of gasket. Had to go all the way, what, Kentucky?
What was that? I'm sorry.
That one delivery you had not
Yeah,
long
I went to
ago.
Catlicksburg. That was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that should have been a nice little check.
Catlicksburg, Kentucky, to the marathon plant.
Uh, uh, Big Bill always gets himself in trouble. Says his wife's watching a Hallmark mystery movie, and he had to tell her who the murderer was, so now she's not happy. I guess that's the reason why he didn't stay on the panel. Dave BNSF is here now. How much you got? How much more you got going your backdrops now, Lloyd?
Sorry, how long or how much more do I need?
Yeah, how much more do you need? Cause you got what, 3 of them now?
Oh, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
But you don't have them all up though, do you?
No,
Okay.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up.
Yeah. Cause you got your
So
complete snow scene up, right?
no, the snow scene, I haven't done it yet. It's complicated to do some Photoshop to get everything to match properly
Okay.
because I didn't buy a backdrop and then did my layout. I did my layout and now I've got to do the backdrop to match.
Yeah.
And
I just couldn't remember really right off which one you did have complete, or did you?
well, I've got the autumn scene, which is complete.
Yeah. Okay.
I've got the late autumn, basically trees without any leaves. That's done. I've got my spring backdrop, which is done, and the summer is all done. So what I'm missing is one winter scene and another part of the spring.
Oh, okay. Alrighty.
And I still have about 70 tortoises to install.
That's it. That's it, man.
Oh, plus to do all the wiring for my yard.
Yeah, I'll be getting back over John's here pretty soon. We still got to lay the track and wire that up for his yard. And I only got one section left where the lift up is, so I got to get that wired. Once I wire that up, he'll be able to run train all the way around then on the main line. That'll main line to be done.
I also have to go to Quebec City at a club because I'm giving them help on building their downtown area. Um, it's was it 4 feet by about 16 feet,
Uh,
and then I'm also planning on their backdrop, which is 42 feet long.
Hmm.
In exchange, the guy's gonna weather my cards. Maybe not all 200 of them, but good portion of it.
yeah. Send a few at a time.
All right, that's what I've been doing.
Yeah. All right, Z400, we'll catch you later. Don't work too hard. He's having to go head for work.
To catch up to George Cilios? Not really.
No,
Fred,
but
that 70, is that my age or?
no, you said 70 turnouts. That's what he's talking about.
Oh, 70 tortoises. No, I've got 102 turnouts, and I still have 70 to hook up to my tortoise. Well, Fred, you could always check my YouTube page or my Facebook page. You get all the information there. But to give you an idea, it's about 40 feet by 20 feet.
Yeah.
I gave myself 10 years. I've got 5 done already. Well, 5 in November.
This coming November.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now my goal is to have my first operation session in November.
Yeah. Now, you going to build a number of those power poles for your industries, or you just doing one or two of those?
No, I'm gonna do about I think it's 6 that I have to do. They're gonna run um, Let me go back to my pictures for a minute. Okay. Ah, here. The power station is going to go just past that gate,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to have a stretch of poles just along the fence here.
Okay.
That's going to go uh, past this, and it's going to be one about here near the tracks, and then it's going to cross the street and just finish into the backdrop on the other side of the street.
Yeah. Alrighty.
So they're not going to be in the way of um, any switching. So there shouldn't be any reason for it to fall or break. But of course, we never know.
Yeah.
So after my town, I'm gonna go towards my train station, finish that area, and that big building that's 5 feet long,
Yeah.
where basically all the way to my brewery. I'm gonna try to finish that next 2 months.
Yeah, Gino's asking anybody going to the March train show in Atlanta. Adrian said that he's saving his pennies for the show, and I plan on going. So, Gino, why don't you drop me an email? Kind of let me know what day you'll be there. I can tell you right now, I won't be there in the morning. Yeah. Oh, Tom Stranger Things should be there too. So maybe all of us ought to get together and get something to eat too while we're there. Go grab a bite somewhere.
When is the NMRA show?
That'll be July.
July. Okay.
Yeah, that's going to be in St. Louis, Missouri.
Yeah. I think it's a 14-hour drive or something like that.
Okay. I guess close to about 10 for me.
10 for you?
Yeah.
Aren't you on the East Coast?
Yeah. Adrian will probably tell you, or Gino, but I think it's around, well, here, let me look. I think I wrote it on the map, on the calendar. Yeah, March 14 and 15, Possum. Geez, that's only about 2 weeks from now. Dwight said they got a show this coming weekend at St. Paul. He said he'd be there. You been to the Mobile show before, Possum? Oh. So you're actually got a table at the Mobile show. They said he'll be doing T-track. I was fixing to say, well, if you've been to Mobile before, y'all come over to the Atlanta show. It's usually pretty good for a local show. All right, Gino said he'd be here Saturday, be about 11-ish, as he put it.
Hey Johnny, which it's St. Louis what?
Missouri.
Sorry. Okay. It's what? MS?
M.O.
MO.
Yeah. Oh, David said Asheville, North Carolina's got a show going tomorrow. Friday? Okay.
Oops, sorry, 16 hours. It's like going to Myrtle Beach. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's right, Adrian. They take credit cards in the parking deck, don't they? Forgot about that. They don't do cash. Yeah, Rob's saying check out the Drury Inn Union Station if you go to the NMRA show this year. They're in St. Louis. You can't win them all, Possum. He said free parking in Mobile. Yeah, okay. You have to let us know how that goes, Gino. He said he's going to the prototype maulers meet in Savannah the last weekend in March. First time for him going. Jerry Ashley just got in. He says, hello, one-track minded friends. I'm late. Can we start over? Sorry, Jerry. You'll have to watch the rerun. Yes, Bill. Everything's outside of New York City.
Why would anyone want to go to New York City?
Yeah, you said that, not me. Yeah, Bill said because he's not allowed past the Bronx.
Didn't I see you in Springfield?
Yeah, he snuck out. All right, here we go. Rob's going NYC. Isn't that where they make paste picante sauce? David being SF saying self-imposed exile from the rest of the U.S. I guess we're going to get them started now because Gino's over there roll tide. Looks like Andy's going to be watching this one on the reruns.
Yeah, I was wondering if he got called back to work.
Yeah. All right, looks like we got a few train shows coming up in March around in different states. Bill said he was down at Sunset Park, Brooklyn, today and was watching them switch out grain cars around a small yard, and those cars were from South Dakota. Yeah, you're right about that, Gino. He said we need to get Bill down here for some real barbecue. Rock Island, 652 Chicago pizza. Yeah, y'all talking about pizza and barbecue. I'm starting to get a little hungry because that chicken and dumplings I had early today starting to leave. Hey, the sides are just as good as the barbecue. Yeah, Every time I walk into a restaurant, they ask me what sides I want. I always tell them the left and the right. Yeah, David Knight said he might try to make the one down here in Atlanta. Said a 3.5 hour drive. Yeah, I think we're getting a little too far there, Gino. Well, here comes Tim. And only 2 minutes to spare. You're muted.
Yeah, we were out to supper.
That's no excuse, Tim.
Kids had to take a war contest at school tonight, and then we went to supper.
How'd they do?
One of my kids won one of their bouts, but they didn't win the championship. So it was all the grades against all the grade, but it was by class.
Yeah. Bill, I think you ought to leave it alone this time. You done got in trouble once tonight. Twice is not a good thing. Rob saying the butler did it.
So what's everybody been up to?
Oh, not a whole lot. Chris over there working on the F unit. Lloyd was building a transformer tower and decided he better take a break before it became a wall ornament.
Lloyd, I did some more experimenting the other night on that.
On those poles?
Yeah, that wire that I've got, that beading wire,
Mm-hmm.
I can actually light an LED with it.
Really?
Yep. I hooked it up to my power supply the other night and put an LED on the other end of it. And I can light LEDs off of it, so I may to use it to actually transmit power down my layout for like my layout, my accessory lighting and stuff.
What got you to try out this wire?
Well, it's actually a metal wire, so I was like, I wonder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And me and Dan were talking. It'd be one way to keep people off your layout at shows.
Just like cows, like a cow fence, right?
Yeah, electric fence.
Electrify your power poles, and that way when they lay their arm across them, they get zapped so they don't crush your poles. But that was something we were talking about the other night, just joking around. But I decided I'd try. It's got an insulation on it that you got to burn off to be able to connect, to actually hook up to it. That's how they keep it from unraveling.
Yeah.
And I checked the resistance through it first, and then after I got decent low resistance, I decided I'll run some electricity through it and see what I get. And it worked.
Well, we're about to hit a minute, 1 hour 2. Minute 2, 1 hour 2. All right, well, I appreciate everybody coming in. Appreciate everybody over in the chat. Looks like there'll be a few of us meeting up here on the 14th. We'll have to do pictures and post them. But, so, don't forget, March the 4th. Big Bill, who's Big Bill talking to? It's going to be M&M Railroad, I believe it is, Mark. And March the 10th, it's going to be the Bill Show with Andy and his crew. So stay tuned for that, because this is the end of February. After this weekend, we'll be into March. And it's already starting to go fast. Picking up momentum.
Yep.
And again, I want to say thank you for the well wishes and the condolences. So, stay dry, stay warm, stay safe, and don't walk on the railroad tracks. We shall see you.
Don't post for photos on the railroad track either.
Yeah. So we shall see you on March the 4th. Y'all have a good
Y'all
weekend.
have a good night. You have a good night.
Johnny.
Night, Johnny.
Yeah, we'll see y'all. Appreciate y'all coming in on the panel.